destination for in-depth reviews, comparisons, and updates on the latest in the motorcycle world. In this video, we're diving into the 2025 Honda Northern Territory 1100 DCT, a sport tourer that has quietly become one of the most practical and underrated motorcycles in its class. With Honda's dual-clutch transmission at its core and thoughtful refinements for 2025, is this the ultimate touring machine for real-world riders? Let's find out. Overview: what is the Honda Northern Territory 1100? The Northern Territory 1100 sits in Honda's lineup as a touring-focused alternative to more adventurous bikes like the Africa Twin, from which it borrows much of its platform. It's built for riders who want comfort, practicality, and performance in equal measure, without the bulk or extreme off-road aspirations of larger adventure bikes. The Northern Territory 1100 is designed to chew up highway miles, handle everyday commuting, and tackle twisty backroads, all with the ease of Honda engineering. For 2025, the Northern Territory 1100 DCT brings some subtle but smart updates while keeping the core formula unchanged. Design and styling: understated, functional elegance. The Northern Territory 1100 may not turn as many heads as a Ducati Multistrada or BMW RT, but it has a clean, cohesive look that grows on you. It's understated, functional, and purpose-built. For 2025, Honda has introduced a few subtle color updates, with a new matte black metallic and pearl glare white joining the lineup. The fit and finish are typical Honda: excellent switchgear, quality plastics, and a solid feel throughout. The integrated panniers don't stick out awkwardly, and the bodywork flows smoothly around them. The front fairing is wind tunnel tested and designed to offer maximum wind protection without adding bulk. LED lighting all around adds to both safety and modern aesthetics. Engine and performance: Africa Twin DNA. At the heart of the 2025 NT1100 is the same 1084 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine found in the Africa Twin. It produces around 101 horsepower and 104 Nm of torque, tuned for smooth, tractable delivery across the rev range. It's not a fire breather, but it's got more than enough grunt for two-up touring, and it excels in real-world rideability. The character of the engine, thanks to its 270-degree crank, offers a pleasing thump and linear power delivery, which makes both highway cruising and city navigation effortless. Where the Northern Territory 1100 sets itself apart is with Honda's dual-clutch transmission, DCT. The 2025 model carries the latest evolution of this system, and it continues to be one of the bike's biggest selling points. The DCT allows for fully automatic shifting or manual gear changes via handlebar-mounted paddles, eliminating the need for a clutch lever entirely. It's refined, smooth, and surprisingly intuitive, especially in urban environments and long-distance cruising. Comfort and touring features, built for the long haul. Comfort is where the Northern Territory 1100 shines brightest. Honda has clearly prioritized rider and passenger experience in every detail. The ergonomics are upright and relaxed, with a plush seat, wide handlebars, and adjustable windscreen that makes long rides less fatiguing. The 2025 version includes updated seat padding and subtle refinements to the windscreen's aerodynamics, making for an even quieter cockpit at speed. As a true touring machine, the Northern Territory 1100 DCT comes standard with a pair of integrated panniers, cruise control, heated grips, and a USB charging port. These are not expensive add-ons, they're standard equipment, and that adds incredible value compared to rivals in this class. The integrated panniers are neatly designed and color-matched, with enough space for weekend getaways or daily commuting. Chassis and suspension: confidence-inspiring stability. The Northern Territory 1100 shares its steel semi-double cradle frame with the Africa Twin, but it's been retuned for on-road focus. The suspension is provided by Showa, with a 43mm upside-down fork at the front and a preload adjustable rear shock. Travel is moderate compared to adventure bikes, 120mm front and 130mm rear, which strikes a good balance between comfort and handling. Despite its touring intentions, the Northern Territory 1100 handles better than expected. It tips into corners confidently, remains stable at high speeds, and can easily keep pace with more aggressive bikes in the twisties. The 17-inch wheels at both ends, paired with road-biased tires, ensure sporty and planted handling on pavement. Braking is handled by dual 310mm front discs with 4-piston calipers, and ABS comes standard. Electronics and tech, the DCT Star and more. Honda has gradually brought more technology into its touring and adventure lineup, and the Northern Territory 1100 benefits from this. At the center is a 6.5-inch touchscreen TFT display with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Bluetooth connectivity. Riders can use their smartphone for navigation, music, and calls without needing a separate GPS unit. The 2025 update brings improved screen responsiveness and clearer menu navigation, making it easier to use on the move. The display sits above a secondary digital screen that shows essential riding data like speed, gear position, and fuel level. It's a smart setup that keeps distractions to a minimum while still providing all necessary info. The DCT system offers multiple ride modes: Tour, Urban, Rain, and 2 customizable user modes. These modes adjust throttle response, engine braking, and the DCT's shift behavior. There's also Honda Selectable Torque Control, HSTC, essentially traction control, which is adjustable or can be turned off altogether. Real-world usability, more than a weekend bike. One of the biggest advantages of the Northern Territory 1100 is how usable it is for everyday riding. Thanks to the DCT, stop-and-go traffic becomes stress-free. The comfortable seat height of 820mm makes it accessible to a wide range of riders. Combined with a large 20-litre fuel tank, the Northern Territory 1100 easily offers a range of over 250 miles on a single tank, depending on riding style. Its practicality doesn't end with touring. The integrated luggage, USB ports, and standard center stand make it just as useful for commuting, errands, or weekend getaways. And while it's no lightweight at around 248 kilograms, DCT model, the low center of gravity and neutral balance make it feel lighter in motion. Pricing and value, Honda's quiet advantage. In a category where options like the Yamaha Tracer 9 GT Plus, BMW R1250 RT, or even the Kawasaki Ninja 1000 SX compete, the Northern Territory 1100 DCT holds its own, and often undercuts the competition in price. For 2025, Honda has managed to keep pricing competitive, with the DCT model coming in at around £13,500 in the UK or just under $15,000, depending on market. Given what you get: DCT, panniers, cruise, heated grips, touchscreen, and more, this bike represents outstanding value. It's a rare case of a motorcycle offering both premium features and practicality at a price that makes sense. Final verdict: the smart tourer of 2025? The 2025 Honda Northern Territory 1100 DCT is not a flashy bike. It doesn't scream performance or demand attention. But for riders who value comfort, reliability, and long-distance capability with everyday usability, it might just be one of the smartest choices on the market. It's a bike that grows on you, especially once you live with it. The DCT system takes the fatigue out of touring and commuting, while the refined chassis and engine make for a surprisingly enjoyable ride on all kinds of roads. Add in Honda's reliability and low ownership costs, and you have a motorcycle that quietly excels at almost everything. What do you think? So is the Northern Territory 1100 DCT the perfect modern tourer, or is it missing the flair some riders crave? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And if you've ridden the NT1100, we'd love to hear your experiences. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss another deep dive from Bike Future. Thanks for watching, and as always, ride safe, ride smart. Let me know if you want this adapted into a blog post, turned into a script with voiceover cues, or tailored for a different format.